Hi, Lauren Tracy here with X Factor Films, and this is week 13 of my Reluctant Filmmaker vlog. This is my first vlog since coming back from the Sundance Film Festival. If you missed all of the diary updates, the video diaries that we did from there, we did 5 days of video diaries, so you can go see not everything we did at Sundance, but a good snippet of what we did every single day. So go check that out. I'm trying to write today. I've been writing the last couple of days, getting a new draft of Sweet Desert Palm ready to send out to casting directors and other people. But I just got back from the Super Bowl parade down the street here in Boston because the Pats won on Sunday, and that was fun and everything. But now I need to get myself back in the mood to write, so I'm actually going to use this vlog to help me do that. So I'm actually going to leave out recommending things to watch and telling you what I consumed this week, and I'm gonna do it all next week, so I'll probably have well over 10 things for you to consume and different reviews of movies and books and things. And what I want to talk about is Sienna. About two and a half, 3 weeks ago, I talked about Noah. Sienna is the other main character, and Sienna is my favorite character to write. Sienna is this feisty Latina, who I guess in some ways I wish I was more like. If somebody hurts her in some way, she will lash out against them, mostly verbally. She kind of does the mental abuse thing. That's a thing. Whereas Noah is a little bit more introspective, and because of that, she does the physical abuse thing. God. Sienna is this character who grew up fairly poor in the desert with her mother, and her father is no longer in the picture. Her mother is not really that responsible of an adult. She's very hurt by the fact that her husband is no longer around, and that really puts a heavy weight on her in taking care of her child, who is a handful. Sienna is not an easy person to deal with. She wasn't even from a young age. She's bilingual. She knows how to use her body and her wit and her language skills to get what she wants. She's smart and savvy, but she doesn't really use them for good most often. But she's so incredibly fun to write, and she's the kind of person that you might not want to get too close to, but on screen that makes her really exciting. Have you ever wanted to do something to somebody, say something to somebody, but you know that it's not politically correct, or that society or the people around you, let's say at a party or something, would frown upon it? That's Sienna. She will just go, F it, I don't care, I'm gonna say this thing that I want to say. And it says something to her that she has this capability to do this without feeling bad about it, and other people don't. So she sees herself as a little bit higher. She kind of puts herself on a pedestal in a way. The interesting thing is that when she meets Noah, she starts to put Noah on this pedestal because she sees this dark side of Noah, and she loves it, and she latches onto it. And so she basically tries to, kind of nurture that in Noah, which is so totally awful and really dangerous, suspenseful to watch on screen. Well, hopefully. It's only in the writing stage right now, but that's the goal. And so she starts to put Noah up on this pedestal where she's always put herself. And it's the first time she's felt that way about somebody, let alone another female. So she's just kind of overly excited about it and starts to embed herself in Noah's life because she doesn't feel as alone when she's with Noah. Now the problem with that is that at some point, Noah is more morally good sort of inherently than Sienna, so Sienna's going to get hurt by Noah because Noah doesn't want that negative force around her. And that's where the real suspense comes in. Sienna is also sort of the comedic relief in the film. She's a performer. When she does something, she'll look at the camera because she wants you to recognize her. Noah never does that. She's not aware of the filmmaker's point of view. In a way, these represent the two sides of me. I'm doing this vlog for you guys right now. I don't always love to turn on the camera, but for example, I'm using this today to help me get in the mood to write. And it's working because I'm completely getting in the mindset of my characters. And by talking about them out loud, I'm not only sort of performing a storytelling like action for you that's then going to flow nicely into writing, but I'm actually getting to know my characters better. Because when you talk out loud, at least when I do, different kinds of things come out than when you're just thinking and writing. So this is really part of my writing process. For the past year, everything I've been doing, putting out things online, it's all helped me because I get feedback and I hear my own words out loud, or I see them written in public and I realize suddenly that they don't work and I have to change them. Sienna is that side of me that just wants to like scream and dance and yell and tell stories. And Noah is the part of me that just always wants to crawl back into a shell, not talk to somebody, and go move to the desert. I mean, I have a bunch of partners in this studio that we run, but mostly it's long distance relationships, so we're constantly working, but I have a lot of alone time to myself, and that really helps me work. That's something that I need. So just like I did for Noah, I want to introduce you guys to a song that reminds me of Sienna. Sienna's soundtrack, her character's sort of soundtrack that gets molded into the rest of the soundtrack, is very like dark 60s girl pop, basically. And I don't remember when this started happening, but about a year ago, maybe a little bit more, as I was writing, I started adding that into the playlist for Sweet Desert Palm. The rest of it was kind of like Western songs and like Tom Waits kind of dark voices, or like heavier drum beats, or like a dark sort of sad classical tone, all of those things mixed together. And then this thing came in and I was like, that's the force of Sienna. It's definitely like, if you hear that kind of a song come in a moment where Sienna is gonna explode, it's almost funny, like it becomes really satirical, but also makes you able to sort of come outside of it and see how ridiculous her actions are. So it's just really fun. That's, I think, probably the most fun part about this film for me thus far. Yeah, the song that I want to introduce you guys to is You Don't Own Me by Leslie Gore. Right? Yeah. 63. Oh my god, and she was 17 years old. That's so perfect. That is so perfect. The song reached #2 on the Billboard Pop Singles chart in the United States, just behind the Beatles' I Want to Hold Your Hand.
You don't own me. I'm not just one of your many toys. You don't own me. Don't say I can't go with other boys. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to say. Please, when I go out with you, don't put me on display. 'Cause you don't own me. Don't try to change me in any way. You don't own me. Don't tie me down outside, never stay. I don't tell you what to say. I don't tell you what to do. So just let me be myself. That's all I ask of you. I'm young, and I love to be young. I'm free, and I love to be free. To live my life the way I want. To say and do whatever I please.
So that's pretty much it for Sienna. I'm not going to do a full-fledged fashion time today because I'm wearing a sweater, a scarf, and a hat and pants that I can't remember where I got them from. So the only thing I'm going to talk about is this little guy. I don't remember where I got this either. But when I was at Sundance, I met this rad filmmaker named Sky, and pretty sure it was her. And she was wearing one long earring and like a short earring or no earring on the other side. And I was like, that's so cool. So I decided to try it today. So I've just got one like sparkly gold earring with my comfy sweater outfit. So as always, you can subscribe on YouTube. You'll get more videos like this, more behind the scenes stuff from me as I make the movie and direct other things. And you can also sign up at xfactorfilm.com where you can subscribe to the studio as a whole, or you can subscribe to me, Lauren Tracy, at xfactorfilm.com/Lauren Tracy. And our other filmmaker as well, Mara Tasker, you have to check out. So, yeah. Peace out. Week 13.
Alright, this is how we do it. This is how we do it.